Hi, welcome to Zenagallery. My name is Zena, and I'm going to provide an energy reading for today. So let's see what we have. So the first message that I have is basically make sure you're being creative within self, or just working on any type of creativity. Make sure you're trusting your creativity, or anything that you're trying to create. Also, make sure, let's see. Okay, so yeah, just make sure the trust is overriding any type of frustration and any type of success. So, trusting that anything that you're creating or working on is going to be successful. Um, I'm getting like the energy should really be strong now. You should be seeing results as far as some success. So, just continue to follow through. Despite it is already successful. That's what I'm getting. All right, what else? All right, so when it comes to surrendering, make sure you're surrendering to the divine, so source, God, your spirit team, your prayers, your beliefs. Make sure you're surrendering to your internal relationship when it comes to God and the path that He's leading you on. And it may cause a little bit of isolation, and that's fine because that isolation and that sincere surrender to divine, it will give you an opportunity to release anything that is not coming from a positive either thought process or physical health process, anything that's like causing you pain, and that can be mentally, spiritually, or physically. So make sure you're surrendering to divine on that. And there may be a little bit of isolation included, but just make sure you know what's the reason for the surrender. It's basically to work through any passions, any uh, to work through anything that you are passionate about. And if you are passionate about something, make sure it's coming from a positive, so like desire, make sure it's coming from a positive and a healthy choice decision versus from a painful choice or decision. Or so basically I'm just getting a little bit of healing here when it comes to mentally and spiritually. All right. So it doesn't taint your creation or opportunities or any type of relationship within self or others. Make sure you're using your strength for growth and for any type of forces that are against your strength and growth. So make sure, so strength and growth will override any type of like forces or interferences that's basically trying to work on either your strength or your growth, or not allow you to heal or think positively, or from a healthy perspective. All right, there is an interference when it comes to any type of love, and that could be self-love, and that could also be healthy relationships. There is an interference, and like I said, that's the uh forces, either distractions, or I'm not really getting distraction, I'm getting more like external forces are trying to interfere with any type of love that you want to receive or give, and it's also interfering with your strength and your growth. So just be mindful of that. Just make sure you're staying positive when it comes to self-love and using your strength so that you can grow and that you can bring in healthy, positive love and happiness. Okay, so to bring in healthy happiness and healthy love, and that is self-love and reflection. um, reflecting on your happiness, or reflecting on what makes you happy. Make sure that when you're coming from this good energy and higher vibration energy, that it's not causing you to be in any type of ego, or any type of arrogance when it comes to, because it will stunt the ideas or new ideas that you can possibly come up with, that can either help with your strength, your growth, your love, your self-love. So make sure you're shedding any type of illumination and light enlightenment when it comes to those areas, and that'll open it up for any type of new ideas or new strategies. You won't feel any type of external forces that are obviously working against possibly short-term goals, long-term goals. And it won't be blocking your ideas, new ideas. Make sure you're resting, and make sure you are not only resting, but like going with the flow. So basically, like going with the flow of things and making sure that they're suitable for you. So like, don't rush, especially if you need rest, and drinking water and staying hydrated, and creating peace. Creating peace with rest and with thinking, and your mind health. Creating a peaceful environment for yourself, because as long as you're focusing on the rest and going with the flow and the peace, it'll automatically increase any type of abundance or anything that is of value to come in more quickly. Okay. So high vibration will attract abundance, and health is wealth. So the healthier you are, that also attracts wealth, and from a generational perspective. And it won't create anxiety. When it comes to abundance and peace, it's a fine line where it can create anxiety. So just make sure you're not stressing about any type of finances or anything that is of value to you. So possibly any poverty mentality thinking, lack, despair, anything that you're feeling that is causing anxiety, as if you're not going to be either financially stable, or you're not going to have financial freedom, or you're just not going to receive any type of thing that is of value to you. So that could be mind, body, spirit. That could be assets. That could be investments, or anything that has to do with growth and abundance. All right, what else? When it comes to anything that seems mysterious and you're just not getting a good vibe, make sure you're saying prayer, like a clearance prayer or protection prayer, to clear those any type of ghosts or hungry ghosts or attachments or parasites or pessimistic people, things that are, you're just not getting a good vibe, and your intuition or your vibes are telling you it's just not good, because that is the interference. They're basically external, I like to say, external forces that are working against your growth, your strength, your stability when it comes to mind, body, spirit, and your abundance. All right, so make sure it's not like curiosity killed the cat, but you already know that it's just a bad vibe. All right, so because curiosity did kill the cat, and then what do you think happens? A ghost or external interference, and it just kind of tumbles down like a domino effect when it comes to your mind, body, spirit, your soul, your Holy Spirit, your thinking, your lack of ideas, any type of jobs or investments or anything like that. And I'm getting that real heavy, so just make sure you're focusing on that. Or not focusing on it, not focusing on the mystery, and not focusing on curiosity killed the cat. Go with more, don't be indecisive when it comes to something that's a mystery, because it's basically like a trap. Yeah, so make sure you're not stopping at that. Make sure you're not stopping like, oh my God, let me figure this out, when you already know your gut is telling you it's just not a good vibe. Yeah, so make sure you're being conscious. You're being well aware and conscious of that. Make sure you're being conscious of your, if anything is making you sad, or if you're just feeling sad and you're just not feeling happy. Those are the times you need to invest more into self-love and caring and comfort and being sweet to yourself, resting, drinking water, exercise, going for a walk, relaxing, watching TV, having a dessert, just really being like sweet to yourself, right? So that you're not like feeling sad about anything, or having anxiety about anything. What else? When it comes to let's see, any anger, make sure you're not using your energy for any type of anger. I'm getting a lot of triggering or possibly anger or energy that may be around that's causing you to be angry. Um, Make sure you're not allowing that to instill fear into you because you're angry, or make sure, like for instance, let's say you are angry and unfortunately, you're just angry, and make sure you're setting some time aside when you're just not in a good mood or you're angry, setting some time aside so that it doesn't linger on or triple, like make you even more angry. So doing the best you can to cleanse your energy and take a self reflection and be conscious of your energy, because automatically any anger is going to equal fear. Okay, and that is the overall goal. Like, anger is fear. Okay, you should be feeling happy. You should be feeling gratitude, thankfulness, sweetness. Even if you're not receiving that from, outside the world and outside in the world, or from family, from loved ones, from friends, any type of support, make sure that's not your energy. You're responsible for your energy. And if you're feeling angry, you know, just do your best to not be in that energy, because anger is automatically going to be fear. And what can you do in fear? You can't really do anything in fear. In fear, you're not going to make any adjustments. You're not going to grow. You're not going to invest in healthier choices. You're not going to create any money. You're always going to feel, lack, or you're going to be despair, or you're going to be losing money, or you're going to be damaging your self-love and your mind health and your thinking, and you're going to be not making money. So just be mindful of the energy when it comes to anger. Just know anger equals fear. So take like a self-check on that. So yeah, it's like basically you would be you will be rejecting yourself. Okay, so anger energy equals fear energy, and you automatically are creating rejection for yourself in all areas and aspects of your life. So make sure you're doing your best when it comes to that, and really taking that serious and being conscious of that. Because we can sit here and blame others that they're making us angry, but that's really the energy that will be being projected, and it would either add fuel to the fire, but either way, it's all rejection energy. Okay, so nothing is going to come out of that. All right, what else? When it comes to Make sure you are balancing caution. So make sure you're balancing your determination and cautiousness. So don't be scary, okay? Um, it's okay to be cautious, but don't be too cautious where the cautiousness has over it's overriding your determination, and it's overriding your balance. So it's okay to be cautious, and but take baby steps, or ask more questions, or use your assertive energy to kind of like move slowly so that you can create a balance, and that will even out the determination that you need. So you don't want to be too much overly cautious, because then you'll be like scary, you'll be like intimidated, you will be feeling a little bit inferior either to others or even to yourself, and that also draws in fear and rejection. So make sure you're focusing on like being confident, okay? And if it's something that you're not confident in, obviously, study, ask questions, go for it. Basically, just work on being confident when it comes to your determination. What else? So yeah, and also make sure you're confident in your faith. So faith is the most important. Make sure if you're lacking self-confidence, make sure you're being confident in your faith, because as long as you're confident in faith, that overrides you know uh it can override anything that is basically working on your confidence. The more trust and faith you put into divine source, God, your spirit team, your soul tribe, yourself, actually, the relationship you have with God, then it'll give you confidence, because God has your back. All right, what else? Yeah, so what I'm getting here also, there could be some external forces. Obviously, it could be the world, it could be people, it could be situations, the lack of something is causing a disruption when it comes to your intuition, or like your Holy Spirit, or like, maybe some chakra, crown chakra, some downloads that you need to do a little meditation, tap in a little bit deeper. Make sure you're not allowing maybe things that just are not healthy for you and toxic, and you don't want to really be a part of anymore. Make sure you're not allowing that disruption to override your gut feeling, your intuition, your Holy Spirit, and the faith and the relationship you have with God, right? um, make sure you're cleansing, because it's easier said than done when you have external forces that are like targeting your faith and your spiritual discernment. It's very easy for it to cause a distraction or a disruption. So make sure you're cleansing, you know wearing clean clothes, cleansing, showers, baths, maybe spiritual jewelry, anything like healing energy tools, keeping your area clean, listening to positive, inspirational music, or watching positive things, and also protecting yourself with protection prayers. Make sure you're cleansing and keeping those two plan of action. So cleanse and protection when it comes to disruptions, okay, that are interfering with your intuition and your faith, all right? And I'm getting that real heavy. Okay, so make sure you're creating movement and creating space, especially if it's causing those issues in those very important areas: your spiritual discernment, your faith, your confidence, and your spiritual protection as well. Yeah, so just make sure when it comes to anything, when it comes to like hunger, make sure you're eating nutrients, okay? Any type of so our stomach is our second brain, it's our gut. It's very important to make sure happy tummy, happy life. So make sure when it comes to hunger, you don't have to obviously overeat, or eat unhealthy food, but you want to make sure that you're eating comfort foods and foods that are providing minerals, vitamins, and nutrients, all right? And then do your best to keep yourself in comfort zone. All right, so that was the message that I have for today. Thank you. My name is Zena. Thank you for watching Zena Gallery, and have a beautiful evening. Bye bye.